wrestling, everybody. We had Bea Priestley teaming up with the AEW Women's Champion Nyla Rose, taking on Kris Statlander and Shida. Dave, you were not a big fan of this match, Dave. Why don't you tell the listeners why you weren't a fan of this particular match?
I just did nothing for anyone, really. I mean, because what's the point of the ranking system if you get Shida is the number one contender? Well, but now, Priestley, they said after the match, after her and her team won, which Shida and her team should have won the match, it would have made more sense. Because you had the number one contender beating the champion in a tag match, it would have made a lot more sense. Instead, Shivani and all the JR and all them saying, "Oh, well, I guess Bea Priestley's calling her shot now, so she's going to be challenging Nyla Rose now."
Well, I don't think it's that going to... Look, we've seen this happen before in wrestling matches all the time. Where
but not all wrestling shows have ranking systems. Say we're going to follow a ranking system. We're a new league. We're new. We're not like the other people.
So you feel like she's going to get a shot at the title now?
I do.
I don't know. I think it's more of her showing that she's interested in a match with Nyla and wants that title. I don't think it's more of her getting a title shot right away. I hear your point there, but I think it's more of her showing Nyla that, hey, you know what? I want a shot at your title as well. I'm not just your friend. I want that championship.
He's not a friend anyway, I don't think.
Well, yeah, so I'm, just kind of playing up the part here.
They're trying to turn Blood and Guts into like a pay-per-view on TV. Like they even said it tonight. It's going to be their pay-per-view on TV. And so they're going to make all the titles basically on the line, except the tag and the world title, but they want to have a women's title on the line on the show, I guess, to have something else to do, because all their big stars are going to be tied up into one freaking match. This has to go like an hour long, this match, close to it.
You would have to think it's going to be a long match, especially with the rules that they announced tonight. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Ian Dunn saying you're complaining about rankings about a division that means nothing.
No, but they say it does mean something, though. So that's why I'm saying it means something. I don't think it means that this women's division is crappy, I think, other than one or maybe two people in the division. Everything else is just... They tell us it's a new league, it's a new system. I'm just going by what they have laid out to us.
Okay.
They said wins and losses matter. Well, if she's just going to get a title shot at Blood and Guts or whatever in the next couple of weeks, it really doesn't matter.
Bob Ruski, if you're still in here, do any of these women for the AEW division live in Europe? Because I'm curious about how this travel is going to go for some of these women wrestlers. They announced that Bea Priestley lives in Japan. Obviously, that's not going to affect her, but it could sooner or later.
She might not be coming back if she's over there right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how things go. You know what's going to really be interesting is some of this like NXT UK stuff. What they're going to do there. Kris Statlander, though, yeah.
Really. Because they said that there would be no issues with the UK travel to the US. That's what Trump said. So the UK will have no issues getting in. Only everyone else will.
Ian Dunn says you should just skip the women's recap from now on because it leads to the same questions every week.
It does.
So you weren't impressed by anyone in this match tonight?
Shida,
Statlander.
There was a lot of missed spots in this match. Bea Priestley had a lot of botches in this match.
I didn't realize she was so young. I didn't realize she was like only 23, 24 years old.
Maybe this is the problem with having so many issues. They're getting all these young women on their show. Maybe go out and get some veterans who are wrestling and know what they're doing.
Okay, fair enough. So, all right, we'll move on.
They're all in the WWE now, so it's kind of hard to do.
We had a Christopher Daniels little skit where he talks about the Dark Order and how they suck and says he challenges Evil Uno and Grayson to singles matches at any time they want. Daniel says there is no exalted one, and he'll prove it by beating each guy, and no exalted one will show up. So maybe we get one of the matches between those two guys next week.
We have to.
Since we are supposed to see the exalted one next week. Be too stiff. Kick Nyla in matches here for it. Hey, what's up? Oh my God, my mother's in the chat room. How you doing? Not as many as Brie Botch Bella, says Beef Stew. The
Yeah.
reason they suck is because they get no time to wrestle each other consistently without house shows, says Ian Dunn.
Well, that's a big issue with AEW for everyone, mostly the women, because they don't get a lot of ring time. They don't work once a week. We've had this discussion before, too. Maybe their women would be better if they had more opportunities, because the other show, they have a freaking performance center they can go work in every freaking day if they want. So, I mean, that's the big difference. They don't get a lot of ring time.
The one thing is, too, with AEW, women's division, and then we'll move on from here, is that a lot of these women that they have, there's not very many veterans. There's not. I mean, some of them have been in the ring for long, like Rio. She's young, but she's been in the ring forever. But some of these, you can tell that are still kind of green to wrestling on every week. I'm sorry?
Yeah, but Rio doesn't have this kind of TV experience, though, so no one there does.
No, not really, no.
They need to go get somebody who's been on a weekly TV show and knows what they're doing and knows where to look and knows what they're supposed to do. And they need someone backstage more than anything.
Yeah, we've talked about that, too, that they need...
I guess other than Brandy Rhodes, who knows about being on TV every week. Because she's on TV every week.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like a veteran, and I'm not a big fan of her, like a Gail Kim, Mickie James, Alita, Trish Stratus. Just name your veteran women that have been in the game for a long time could really help benefit these ladies in AEW, because it really, you could tell some of them are just not quite ready. And or if that, they just don't have the ring time together to put on a really good match on an AEW Dynamite episode.
Do you think that? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, do you think that's why Kenny really hasn't been on the last couple weeks, because he's been focusing on the women's division more?
Well, his hand too. His hand's another issue as well.
Okay.
Why? I didn't know they said he had a broken hand. I didn't know it was a broken hand, or maybe they were just playing up the injury a little bit more. I thought I heard it was an wrist injury.
Or maybe it'll be Kenny who can't go in the match and he'll get replaced by Moxley. You never know, one of the two.
Bob Baruski says Daniel is going to end up crucified to an eye by the Exalted One, says Bob Baruski. Gannicus says, oh, really? I was told by Twitter World News that Hardy wouldn't wrestle till after April, after he wrestles for something Wrestling Something Federation. He is supposed to be doing something WrestleMania weekend, I think, along with
it might be changing pretty soon.
Austin Aries and some other guys that are on the card as well. AEW is a little bit more lenient on their wrestlers being able to perform in other companies. So you're going to see a lot of AEW wrestlers doing WrestleMania wrestling stuff other than AEW, because AEW is not doing anything during WrestleMania weekend. Let's see what else here. They have a school, but it's not AEW affiliated with, Bobruski says. Ginnica says, Kenny focusing on the women's division. Good joke, Dave.
I know, right? But I want to talk about Daniels. I really thought that was really funny and entertaining. Hey, loser! I mean, don't join the Dark Order. It's fake and all that. I thought it was good. Some of Daniels' best work he's done in a while.
Nice little comedic side of Christopher Daniels there. It was nice to see a little bit of a different side of Christopher Daniels. And he's probably going to be the one that gets fed to the Dark Order next week. I'm going to assume.
What if it's a swerve, bro? And what if he does beat both of them? And the reveal of the Exalted One, bro, is Christopher Daniels.
I think the fans would hate it, man. I really do. As much as we look, Christopher Daniels is a worldwide fan favorite, but I feel like if he was the Exalted One, people would be upset. Oh my God, Miss Tessa Blanchard was here. Guys, I think I got the corona from one of these dirty ring rat motherfucking bitches in Impact. Wow. Tessa Blanchard.
How is that impossible?
Tessa Blanchard, you were in the Impact Wrestling chat room last night. I saw you. And you were very kind and you talked proper. But when you come in here, your little dirty side comes out. I see that, Tessa. I see you. I see you over there.
Ace Austin was in there too.
Oh, was he? Ace Austin was in there too. The Daniel promo was good, says Steven2411. It's damn you cheating on Ricochet. Why are you dating Rudy Gobert? Says Gainicus. What else? I missed something else. WrestleMania should be canceled to spare shitting on it. Says Ian.
But yeah, everyone who complains about it is still gonna watch it.
Tessa Blanchard said it's called being fake and professional for those idiots. Wow. Wow, you're so damn nice to your loyal Impact